The Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show, starring Kendrick Lamar, has been nominated for 4 Emmy nominations. Number 1, Outstanding Variety Special Live. Number 2, Outstanding Music Direction. Number 3, Outstanding Directing for a Variety Special. Number 4, Choreography, parentheses, variety/reality.
Interesting. I
You
wonder
know,
who it's up against.
I guess a bunch of people because it's in 4 different categories. But all I could think when I saw this was Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody go get a Grammy right now. That's all I could think.
I mean, we
That
already
was my
established that.
immediate thought when I
We
saw this.
established that in April of 2024.
Ay, ay, ay.
We said Kendrick was going to win all of the awards and or at least be nominated for them, and we knew we called it back then in the middle of the battle, right
Ridiculous.
after, before and after Drake said that.
Ridiculous. And while we're on ridiculous, let's stay right here at the Emmys. You are not going to like what I'm about to say.
No, I know what you're about to say, so I'm not really concerned because I know my co-host, so and I know what I put in our chat.
You won't fucking believe it, audience. But for the 77th Emmy Awards, Netflix has a show that is nominated. And I mean, I for one am flabbergasted, okay?
It's not the first show that's been nominated, but please.
Love
You're
is
not
Blind.
flabbergasted that Netflix is nominated. You're flabbergasted at the show that's nominated, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Love is Blind is
And it'll take
nominated.
over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find.
Love is Blind is nominated for Outstanding Structured Reality Program. I just want to read that one more time. Outstanding Structured Reality Program. So the shit is not reality because it's structured programming, right?
That's not what they said. They did not say it wasn't reality. They said it was structured reality. And
I'm
because
asking
I'm a
you.
TV buff, I understand what it means. Do you understand what it means?
Yeah, the reality TV show is fake.
No, that's not what it means. So, okay, I didn't read anything. This is just my interpretation of it. So, and I'm happy to do research so that we can be factual. But I think it means structured in the fact that it's not just people like walking around and living their lives and that's it. It's structured because there is a formula to the show where there is the first part of the show is people meeting in the pods. The second part of the show is then people moving on to the vacation part. The third part of the show is people living with each other in a trial marriage. And then the next part of the show is the decision day where they decide if they will be married or not married. And then there's a reunion. I think that's what it means by structured. It's not like the real world, where the real world was just people moving into a house and then them filming it. I don't think it has anything to do with scripted versus non-scripted. I think it has to do with the fact that the show is a formulaic show as opposed to just like something more fluid like a Real Housewives where you're literally just following them around with cameras living their lives. There's no structure to it. There's nothing they're required to do. They're just existing. I think that's why it's called structured. Does that make sense?
It does. But I'm gonna ask you which of these websites do you want me to read the definition from? Wikipedia,
No.
televisionacademy.co, collinsdictionary.com. You don't
I
like
don't know
any
what
of those. I'm sorry?
I don't know what any of those are. So I
Variety.
guess wonderful.
Variety in 2012, December 10th of 2012, Variety says, not everyone understands structured reality, quote unquote. One of the familiar rejoinders from networks and reality TV producers is that viewers are sophisticated and understand when reality shows are shaped and staged, which has gradually taken on the vague, non completely accurate description structured reality, quote unquote.
Mhm.
It says now we have more evidence. Not even people who watch TV for a living really get how all this works. As an example, well, we're not reading anybody's review, sorry. Um,
So I'm wrong. It is about scripted versus unscripted.
well, the definition that came up originally, this is giving us examples. I wanted a real definition, but the definition that came up originally is that it is either partially or fully scripted, depending based off of certain um what's the word I'm looking for? Guidelines. This Variety
Okay.
article is giving examples of this person's show and that person's show. Oh, The Guardian, 2011. I got you. Real journalism.
All right.
Okay, I got answers. It says in an age when TV fakery scandals have caused public uproar, why is a huge audience buying into something so obviously artificial? Most
Mhm.
television involves a level of artifice. Everything from The Apprentice to Top Gear uses sleight of hand to better convey the story of each episode. But this new hybrid genre is neither fiction nor reality, but a strange marriage of the two. Are we supposed to believe it? It says what you see on screen looks like drama, but it is, the producers claim, based on the real lives of their subjects. Story producers, quote unquote, plot out what they are going to film in advance after discussion with the cast. They prime their subjects to discuss certain topics with an outcome in mind, although they cannot always predict that outcome.
Okay.
There's a one of the story writers says, quote, if there's a boy and a girl in a scene, you'll pull them over individually and you'll say, right, in this scene, I want you to ask her what she did last night because I know what she did last night, but he doesn't know.
Right.
We start the scene and they'll just talk it. Oh, they'll just talk it through. And if it gets a bit dry, we'll stop and pull one to the side and we'll say, how do you feel about him asking you that? Because
Mm-hmm.
I think you feel more emotional about it. I think you're pulling something back. Do you think it's fair that he's asking you this?
Yeah. No, I understand. Okay. So that makes sense to me now because here's what's in the list of structured reality program. These are the nominees.
I was going to say I also have the answer to that question, but go ahead.
This is this here.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's long.
So for structured reality program, it's Antiques Roadshow, Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives, which I'm obsessed with, Love is Blind, Queer Eye, and Shark Tank. In context, it makes more sense to me. And then unstructured reality, Sweethearts. I don't know what that is. Love on the Spectrum. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it. RuPaul's Drag Race, Untucked, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and Welcome to Wrexham. I also don't know what Welcome to Wrexham is. And my browser just, oh my gosh, Google Chrome is going haywire. Okay. So
Should have
I was
closed,
wrong.
should have closed that tab.
Right. I was wrong about that. My apologies. But now we have a little bit more clarity of what it means. Um, I mean, people love Love is Blind. I see why it's nominated.
Oh yeah, there's other nominees I wanted to read off from.
Oh yeah, please.
Sorry. People love
So
Love Is Blind. Continue what you were saying.
no, I was gonna say people love Love Is Blind. I could see why it would be on there. It's a big show for Netflix, and people are invested in it. Very much so, like the way they've been. Excuse me, the way they've been invested in Love Island, where it's like it becomes like community event, people watching and discussing and following the lives of the people during, after, whatever. Um, I also, we don't have to talk about it now, and we can honestly wait until Love Is Blind comes back around. But I recently started watching Love Is Blind. I'm like a new Love Is Blind watcher, and it just ended. What I thought was really interesting that I think one day we should talk about is that they have people controlling the cast members' social media accounts, which I feel like is unprecedented in reality television. We'll talk about that one day. Not today. Just thought that
Um,
was interesting.
so here are the leaders in nominations. This is
Uh-huh.
from Deadline. It says
Yeah.
Severance was the most nominated drama with 27 nominations, followed by limited series The Penguin with 24 nominations. The Studio and White Lotus each have 23 nominations. 23, I don't know why I put up only two fingers.
Hmm.
Hacks gathered the most nominations in comedy with 14 nominations.
I like hacks.
I don't know most of that stuff. So,
I've seen most or all of them, but not in their entirety. All of them. I couldn't get into season 3 of White Lotus. I watched the first few episodes and I just wasn't invested. I loved seasons 1 and 2.
mhm.
Severance. I watched the first episode. I'm gonna go back to it. I just feel like I wasn't really paying attention. It was at the very beginning of my BBL journey, so I needed. I wasn't focused.
Right.
Um,
That morphine had you fucked up.
they had me on the vent. So first couple of days, my body was like, oh,
Right.
my body was just, and I think that's when I tried to watch it. No, that
And your body was like, shut it down.
I was doing the vent lean. I have a video of me when I came home from the hospital, and
You should never tell
I
anyone that video.
never will, but I was like leaning.
You should actually delete it.
And I'm
From
like,
and
how?
delete it from the cloud too. The backup storage, all of that.
I'm like, how? How are people doing this for recreation?
No comment. A topic for another time and another place.
Scary. Anyway,
Yeah. Well, we're out of time, so
we are out
we're
of time.
bit up here.
Are you? But I feel like you didn't really say what you thought about the Super Bowl being nominated.
Oh, my Drake line didn't sum it up. Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody go get a Grammy right now. I think it's bullshit. I don't think like, come on, are you serious? Listen,
That's what I thought. That's why I
I
wanted to
like
make
Kendrick
good.
as much as the next person. I'm a
Mhm.
Kendrick fan, but I am very clear in what I have said has happened with Kendrick throughout his career. Kendrick has been overhyped for his whole career. Now, I'm not saying he's not great. I've made this
Mhm.
comparison before many times, even on this platform. The same way LeBron James could just do a regular layup, and his fans are like, oh my God, do you understand? This is why he's the greatest. It's because of that layup. It's like he did a regular ass layup. He didn't do
Mhm.
anything special. It wasn't three people trying to block the shot. He just laid it up. That's it. Same
Yeah.
thing. When
Mhm.
Kendrick does anything, they're like, oh my God, this is the best thing that's ever happened to rap music. This is historical. It's so crazy. It's like
Let me ask you a question.
it's just his single. That's it. It's a good song.
It's a good song. It's a great song. Let me ask you a question. What is the best thing that's ever happened to rap music?
It's
Topic
Inception.
for tomorrow.
Oh, I
Oh,
answered already, but okay. I mean, it being created.
okay. Fair enough. All right.